Rapid Africa.
Tia.
All day, Either find we, then we'll find we to the rise up, yeah. No, we don't go carry last no more. Line up, yeah. And now you better take action. If you believe that you are royal, flexing your move, gotta show. Let them understand that who you are is bigger than the world, yeah. For so many years and so many ways they try to pull us down, By the time it's down, we'll turn the things around. So we're moving to the top.
Dear customer, My Body Rituals takes pride and passion in spreading the word about the importance of caring for your skin on a cellular level. Blessed to heal eczema, as this amazing plant-based formula was tested 14 years ago on my grandson, who since then is completely healed of chronic dry skin. Additionally, our body butter prevents post-surgery, minor incisions, blemishes, prevent and/or smooth wrinkles, and diaper rash, etc. Because your body is made up of earth, it's only appropriate what you place on your skin, and hair is also made from the earth. Our products are made from love with you in mind. Yours truly, My Body Rituals family.
Good evening, good night, or good morning, wherever you are in the world. I am Afia Kumson, and this interview you are getting ready to watch is called Trauma in America. We have three other beautiful sisters on this interview. Wanda Hanford, who's currently living in Tanzania from the United States. Christine Kensani, she lives here in the U.S., as well as Latoya Swift here in the United States. This interview was created because we wanted to show our brothers and sisters that's living in Africa about what we go through over here in the United States as far as police brutality and just a lot of systematic racism. So you all would know exactly why we are repatriating back to Africa and visiting. I know it's been hundreds of years since we came together or even, got to know each other. But the time is now for us to unite. You all have a lot of things that you can show us, and we can also show you some things as well. So this interview also was kind of flaky. The internet kept on going in and out, so we really were not able to get the full capacity of the interview that we wanted to get out of it. But I did not want this interview to go to waste. So please be patient with us on this interview and just know that we are here for you. We are here to bridge the gap. And even if Africans here in America, if you are from Africa and you are living in America, if you see that you do not feel welcome by us, just know that all of us are not like that. Just know that some of our brothers and sisters are ignorant to the fact of Africa's home, and they do not understand what we are trying to do as far as this unity and bridging the gap. Please be patient. Just like we have to be patient with you all, be patient with us as well. I am Afia Kumson, and thank you for watching this video. Africans leaving America. I am Afia Kumson, and I have three wonderful guests with me here today. Starting with Miss Latoya, can you please introduce yourself to the platform, Miss?
Hi, I am Latoya. I'm here in the States. I live in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and I am happy to be here. Thank you for having me here.
No problem, sis. It's an honor. And Miss Wanda, can you introduce yourself to the platform for the second time?
Yes, my name is Wanda Hanford, and I am currently living in Dar es Salaam, Tanzania. I am from New Jersey, Atlanta, and Colorado, but I have been here living on the continent for a year and 3 months now. So
wow, what a blessing!
Nice.
What a blessing has been. Yes. Christine, introduce yourself to the platform, sis.
I am Christine Hanna, and I am from New Jersey, unfortunately, the state with the highest taxes. I don't live in Africa yet, but I'm on my way.
Yes.
Awesome.
And I feel like that's the goal for, everyone that is not there right now on this platform right here. Mm-hmm. That we are speaking on. You know, we have someone wonderful, Miss Wanda, that has already repatriated, and she can give us a lot of advice, you know, on how to repatriate, and also some things about her business that she's using to bring people to the continent as well. You know, Miss Wanda, do you want to tell us a little bit about your business?
Sure. The name of the business or the company is called Diaspora Connect. And I did get it registered. So it's a legal business here in Dar es Salaam, Tanzania. And it was birthed out of me coming and people reaching out to me last year, interested in coming, visiting, repatriating. How is it? How you like it? You know, so I just, with all the questions and the consultations and the advice, I just created a business behind it. So now I assist those who are interested in visiting and or repatriating to Dar es Salaam, Tanzania, or Tanzania, period. I give them advice. I'll help them with tips from passport from America all the way up until here. So they're like taking the steps that I had taken to come. And then the visa situation, how to maneuver through that, the different visas, and just how to get situated here and assimilate with apartments and driver's license and everything we need to function here. I assist those people with that.
Okay. And I want to let the platform know that this is an interview about trauma in America. And we have wonderful people right now on the soil of Africa that are reaching their hands out, you know, helping the diaspora connect to Africa, you know, with one brother or sister at a time. You know, repatriating is not easy, but it's necessary. You know, especially growing up in America, knowing that the trauma that we have experienced as natives of the United States, it's just good to know that we have somewhere else to go. You know, that we don't have to stay here. Staying here is a choice, you know. So with that being said, I want to start out with one of my first questions. And then I'll let someone else come in if they have a question for someone or for everybody. But my first question is for Miss Christine. How has trauma in America changed your perception of the country that we live in today?
Well, let me pull back a little bit to what my perception was, because I think if you were born and raised in America and you went to public or private school system, the lies that we have been taught shapes a perception, but it's not right. So once I found out the truth, because you're not going to get it in the school systems, you have to find it for yourself, then that shaped my previous perception. And I began to see why non-melanated people work very hard at hiding the truth. Does anybody know the other two verses to that song? There's major glorification of what happened to us. There's a lot of non-apologetic people. They feel like they don't need to walk around apologizing or acting of, you know, having what they have because of our ancestors. And so my perception then was, you know, your ancestors are wicked, and all of you who are still profiting off of what happened to us, you're just as equally wicked. I just rather pack all my stuff up and go to Africa, where I'm surrounded by love, people who look like me. But my perception in America drastically shifted to, I'm not patriotic. I'm not proud about what happened to us, and I'm not proud about the way the leaders of our nation and their family members behave.
Alert our brothers and sisters on the continent, you know, that watch this platform about what really happens in America and what has happened to our ancestors. Miss Wanda, tell us about your stress level now that you have left the United States, because I know it has went down drastically.
I wanted to explain to you what my anxiety level has been like since leaving America. I have went from 100 to 2 in terms of my anxiety level. I have had total peace being here in Dar es Salaam, Tanzania, and being on the continent of Africa. I have no anxiety, no stress. I live in peace. I'm happy. I'm content. It is absolutely paradise here in Dar es Salaam, Tanzania. I don't have to look over my shoulder. I'm not concerned about people attacking me or harassing me because of the color of my skin. Everybody looks like me. My anxiety level has gone down tremendously. Even the temperament of the Tanzanians is calm, is relaxed, is laid back, is very mellow, and it has been a major game changer being here in my life, anxiety-wise, and possibly health-wise. You know, I just know that living in peace makes a difference, and it's also I feel like I'm being healed by being in an environment like this. All the stuff that the trauma and the anxiety and the post-traumatic slave syndrome that we have dealt with all our lives is being shedded and it's being removed, and we're being healed, being around the water, being in the natural environment, eating the natural food, fruit and vegetables. So my anxiety level has come down tremendously, and I am so grateful. I mean, I see a difference in my skin, my hair, my personality, my body's just stronger, healthier, and I feel like I have like a new lease on life. I feel like I'm 30 again, you know, so it's been amazing, and I want to encourage all those who are interested to come back home to the continent. This is where you're from. This is your habitation here. So come on out of the West and come back home where you're respected, loved, appreciated, and you don't have to deal with the traumas and this murders and all the drama that comes with living in a foreign land, because Africa is your home. That's the motherland. It's the homeland, and it's where we originated from. So yeah, that is my explanation on my anxiety level being here in Africa versus living in the West. Thank you.
Well, Toya, I'm gonna go ahead and get started with you. Toya, I know that you have never went to Africa before, but what triggered you to want to get on this journey to go to Africa and to involve yourself with the unity of the diaspora and the African population?
Well, I want to say maybe 3-4 years ago, I have slowly grown sensitive to what's been going on with our people.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like we had a conversation before, here in the States, a lot of us, we don't pay attention to what's going on in Africa. We don't, you know, Africa isn't even on our radar. We don't, you know, a lot of us just because we didn't grow up learning about ourselves and where we come from and stuff like that. So it's never been something that I was interested in or even thought about. So like I said, I started to, you know, to become more and more sensitive to what's going on in Africa, and then opening myself up to even communicating, conversating with our people there. You know, how we could be just like, I don't even want to talk to them because you get all of these negative, you know, all these negative things being said about. So you just like, I don't even want to have anything to do with, you know, what's going on over there, sadly to say, you know, but I began to open myself up to, you know, communicating with our people there. And it just grew me closer and closer, because when you have these conversations with our people, you see how similar we are.
Very
you know,
similar.
and you start to feel that connection.
Yes.
So you feel that connection, and that just began to grow and grow. And so, you know, and then what really did it was, I think it was Ahmaud Arbery.
Yeah.
He was killed, and that really hit hard with me, you know, when he was killed. And then right after that, George Floyd was killed. And that just kind of took me over the top. that just took me over the top. And I was just so disgusted and so angry and just so frustrated. And it broke my heart. And, you know, just to see, it really opened my eyes, because like I said, we don't think about, we get so used to here in the States our people getting killed, that it's just like
it's like numb.
It's it's just like this what happened.
Yeah. And it's not right.
It's not. It's not. And it was just like, that's how I was. Sadly to say, that's how I was, because it's just like we getting killed, daily.
Left and right. And a lot of these killings we don't even hear about. A lot of these killings, don't even get put inside the news. We don't know nothing about these killings. And may I add in, you said something about Lamar Arbery. I live in Louisville, Kentucky, where Breonna Taylor got killed. So I was,
and she got killed right before. I think she got killed right before. I never even heard about her.
Yeah.
I never heard about her until later, So like you said, we don't even hear about these. That's why they get away with it.
Yeah.
Because we're not hearing, we don't know what's going on. Now that these people are starting to videotape and do all these things, now they're getting more exposed.
Yeah.
To what's going on. But that really, because, it made me think about my boys, my kings, that they out there, and they driving and they doing their thing and stuff like that. And it scared me so bad.
Black man in America.
Yes. And my son have a number of times been followed and pulled over by the police. And he's calling, nervous and scared, and how is that for a mother? Don't know what can happen to your kids. So that really just got me going and really started making me angry and just frustrated that this is still going on. So that, and like I said, I just continue to connect with our people in Africa and stuff like that. And then you get to the point to where, okay, what am I going to do about it? We can't just be upset and mad and just talking about it. It's like we have to do something about it. We have to be the one that's making a change, and the littlest things we can do to make a change. All of us I believe we have the responsibility.
We do.
To make our people safe and able to live a decent life, and to feel that, because so many of us feel like I just want to say, they have beat us down so much that we don't feel love. We don't feel like, we're worth anything. And I think that's why we live the lives that we live. We do so many of the things that we do that's hurting ourselves, because we have been beat down so much. And so it takes us to really build each other up and to be there for each other and to do the things we need to do for each other, So that's what I focus on. How can we lift each other up? How can we build each other up? How can we, even connect that with Africa? Because it's so important to bring all of us together, because we can't just do it ourselves.
We cannot.
Here in the States, here in diaspora, we can't do it ourselves. We need them, because with everything they have, their mentality, all the things that they know that they can do, and all of what we know and our resources and everything, us coming together, there's so much we can do.
So much. And I feel like that's what the Most High wants. That's why he has lifted this veil, from the diaspora to Africa. He is truly uniting us, through social media. Just think, 20 years ago, wasn't such thing as social media. We wasn't thinking about Africa. We wasn't, like we had no connection to the motherland at all, but now through social media, we are able to connect. We are able to see what they lied to us about, because when you go to Africa, Ms. Wanda can tell you Africa's beautiful, especially where she is in Tanzania. You got the Indian Ocean, it's blue, it's crystal clear. You got the pretty palm trees. They will never show you that in America about Africa. Never. They're going to show you something about some hungry kids. They're going to show you something about poverty and war. That's all they're going to show you. They have been keeping us away from Africa for years, And just imagine more sisters like Miss Wanda going to Tanzania and not looking back.
Right.
And that's what I want. I want to go to Africa, and I don't want to look back at America.
Right.
Hey, if you want to see me, you come over to Africa and see me. I want to come to the States, I will. but don't expect me to come back because I don't have to. It's a choice, you know?
Right.
Miss Wanda over there cracking up. Look, that's probably how she feel right now. Hey.
Right. And you know, and it's a choice, you know, and some people don't like to hear me say it, but I believe it's a choice that in some sense, in some ways, it's a choice that we are in the predicament that we are today, because we do have resources, we do have money, we have connections, we have, you know, all of these different things that we don't need them anymore. It's like we don't need them anymore. So but we continue to want to connect ourselves with them, and to and so gung-ho about staying here in the States that we won't make that change to move there or to invest there. Even if you don't move there, you know, full time, invest. Have something over there, you know, have some connection over there. Until we do that, until we connect ourselves with Africa, we're going to continue to stay in the situation that we're in. I do believe also that that's our answer. Africa is our answer, because there's so many things. And I, like you said, I feel like we are being drawn there. Like it's our time. This is the time. This is the time. And I do feel like God, I felt that in my spirit also, that I know that I'm being drawn there. And for what I do is, it's like need to, you know, and all of us to help others, you know, more of us to go there, because that's what God wants. That's what he wants. He wants us to have that connection to Africa, because that's where it's at for us.
I'm telling you,
that's our answer.
And you know, Latoya, this is why I started this platform. I started this platform in 2018, the Facebook group. I was on my way to work. I had just got back from Africa, probably been back in the States for like a week. And I was on my way to a job that, you know, I really didn't like, but I did because, you know, it was, you know, providing, you know, for my children. But because I was in the healthcare field, I was working at a hospital, and I was on my way to work, girl, almost in tears. And I said, I have to find a way to connect our people back to Africa. I said, because they lied to us. You know, when I went to Africa, I seen, I said, they lied to us. You know, so, you know, so not everybody is going to see, you know, what we see, but the ones that are seeing what's going on, we are supposed to, you know, I don't want to sound arrogant, but we are the chosen ones. You know, we are chosen for this journey to go back to Africa and to show people that Africa's home, you know?
And that's what I said about my grandkids. I don't have any grandkids right now, but my grandkids gonna know about where they come from.
I'm telling you,
they're gonna spend time in Africa. They're not gonna grow up the way that I grew up, and you know, my family grew up not knowing about Africa. My grandkids gonna have it totally different than me, you know. And that's what we have to do. We have to, the next generation have to, you know more than we know, and have more and experience more. Like it's supposed to get greater and better every generation, you know. And that's what I'm looking at for my grandkids. They will not, you know, experience and not know the things that they should know about their people, you know, and where they come from.
And I'm just like so thankful that my youngest sister, she's 31 and she has been to Nigeria twice. Her fiance lives in Calabar, Nigeria, and she has a son, he's 12. You know, and I'm so thankful that he knows about Africa at such a young age, you know, because at 12 years old, you know, I didn't know anything about Africa. You know, I really didn't, because like I'm from Illinois, so I'm from the North. And they really didn't teach us about slavery in school. You know, they didn't. I didn't learn about slavery until one of my history teachers in the 9th grade had a segment about slavery, you know? And that's a shame. You should not be 14 years old and just now knowing about slavery. And your descendants were, you know, on the boats coming to America from Africa. You know, I shouldn't have been that, you know, old just learning about Africa and what happened to us. And when I tell you I was so interested in that segment, you know, I just couldn't believe it. I was like, wow, you know, and that's when I start, you know, thinking about Africa and looking at Africa and like, you know, just wanting to know more. But
I was just saying that I hope for the future that we as a people can continue to work on healing inwardly. There's a lot of generational trauma, and I know that's a new term. And there's a lot of things that are carried on from the fields, and there's still some things going on now with us.